Good morning. Let us discuss today's important headlines. We all know that the first US flight carrying illegal immigrants, it was landed last week in Amritsar. Another news is coming up, that is second American flight, military flight carrying deportees to India to land Amritsar tomorrow. 67 Punjabis among 119 Indians are in that flight. Another such flight from the US, which is landed last week, is expected to land in Amritsar tomorrow. A special flight from the America carrying 119 deported Indian nationals is expected to arrive at Sri Guru Ramdas International Airport in Amritsar on Sunday. This is the second American flight carrying the deportees to India following a crackdown on illegal immigrants by the American government. According to the official sources, the majority of the deportees are from Punjab, with 67 individuals returning to the Punjab state. Haryana follows with 33 deportees. Gujarat accounts for 8, UP with 3, and 2 from Goa, Maharashtra, and Rajasthan. Himachal Pradesh and Jammu Kashmir have 1 returnee each on the flight. India is ready to take back its citizens living illegally in India. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that India is ready to take back its citizens living illegally in America. He said most of those staying in America illegally come from ordinary families, often misguided by human traffickers. The handcuffing and shackling of deportees has been justified by the US Immigration and Customs Enforcement as a standard security protocol used on deportation of flights to prevent escape or attempts of any disruptions. However, the practice of handcuffing is excessive and inhuman, especially for people who have committed no crimes beyond immigration violations. Our External Affairs Minister Mr. Jaishankar addressed the matter in the Parliament and asserted that India is engaging with American officials to ensure that the deportees are given dignified and humane treatment. He further emphasized that while immigration laws must be upheld, humane treatment is also a priority. Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri has confirmed that America has notified India about 487 presumed Indian nationals who have been issued removal orders from America. Recently, our External Affairs Minister Mr. Jaishankar, addressing the Rajya Sabha, informed that deportation of Indian illegal immigrants from America have been ongoing for years, with 15,668 illegal Indian immigrants deported since 2009. Munich Security Conference is in news. The Munich Security Conference is being held from February 14th to February 16th. The Munich Security Conference is the world's leading forum for debating international security policy. The motto of this Munich Security Conference is Peace Through Dialogue. Munich Security Conference is a venue for diplomatic initiatives to address the world's most pressing security concerns. Munich Security Conference started in 1963. This is the 61st edition of annual Munich Security Conference. For more than 60 years, the Munich Security Conference has been promoting international dialogue, offering a platform for global decision makers. Involving the next generation in this security dialogue has always been a priority for Munich Security Conference. The main objective is to build trust and to contribute the peaceful resolution of international conflicts by sustaining a continuous, curated and informal dialogue within the international security community. The 61st edition of Munich Security Dialogue is being attended by 450 policymakers, diplomats and other stakeholders, including senior figures from more than 70 countries. In this Munich Security Dialogue, not only official diplomacy will carry forward, but also unofficial diplomatic talks, informal relations will also be a priority here. J.D. Vance, the Vice President of America, have participated in Munich Security Conference. Rather than speaking about Russia, Ukraine and war and other conflicts, he spoke about erosion of freedom of speech in Europe. Recently, Vice President of India have given surprising, shocking remarks. He said, how can Chief Justice of India be involved in executive appointments? Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar wondered how can the CJ of India, Chief Justice of India, even by statutory prescription, get involved in executive appointments such as CBI Director, and said it was time to revisit such norms. Speaking at the National Judicial Academy, Bhopal, our Vice President also said that, in his view, the doctrine of basic structure has a very debatable jurisprudential basis. To steer your minds, how can in a country like ours, or in a democracy, or even by law, that is statutory prescription, Chief Justice of India participate in the selection of CBI Director? Here, the Vice President of India, Jagdeep Dhankar, raised a new debate. Can the Chief Justice of India be involved in executive appointments in the selection committees. For example, in the appointment of CBI director, in the selection committee we have CJI of India. Can it be justified? What is the rationale behind that? This is the question raised by our Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar. Another important news is coming up from America. American Army bans transgender people from enlisting after Donald Trump's presidential order. The US Army will no longer allow transgender individuals to join the military, and it will cease providing gender transition procedures. The American Army will no longer allow the transgender individuals to join the American military and will stop performing or facilitating procedures associated with gender transition for service members. The US Army announced through Twitter, that is the X. The executive order will become effective immediately, and all new concessions, accessions, appointments for transgender individuals are passed, and all new appointments, admissions for transgender individuals in military are being passed, said by US military. Here there is a term that is trending, that is gender dysphoria. What is that? So, if there is a mismatch between our biological sex and how do we identify themselves with what gender, that is, there is a mental or psychological discomfort with our gender. For example, if I was born as a boy and if I am not comfortable with the boyishness, if I want to become a girl, then it is called gender discomfort. Then it is called gender dysphoria. Dysphoria generally means the psychological discomfort with our identity. Gender dysphoria means the psychological discomfort which we have with our own gender identity. Important news is coming up from Andhra Pradesh. The district administration of Kurnool is under alert. First bird flu case reported in Rayalaseema and a red zone was declared in Rayalaseema Kurnool area. Strict supervision and control measures are in place to prevent spread of bird flu virus in Kurnool. Bird flu or avian influenza is basically a viral infection caused by influenza A viruses that primarily infect wild birds, domestic poultry and other bird species. These viruses are categorized into low pathogenic avian influenza LPAI and highly pathogenic avian influenza HPAI. Bird flu, which is also known as avian influenza, is basically a viral infection that primarily affects birds but has a potential to impact humans and other animals. Over the years, the outbreak of bird flu have raised global concerns due to their ability to cause severe illness and economic disruption. The other important news that is coming up, India rules out third-party mediation after American President Donald Trump offers to help India-China border dispute. India has tactfully rejected any role for a third party or third country in solving its border dispute with China after American President Donald Trump offered to mediate the lingering issue between China and India. Donald Trump, during a media briefing after he met Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, said that he was ready to extend any kind of support if it could help in resolving the long-standing border dispute between New Delhi and Beijing. Addressing to the media, Indian Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri said that New Delhi has always adopted its long-standing position that such important border issues must be resolved bilaterally.